All right. Fire. Yo, yo. Little late, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad. All good, though. I just have this, like, new interface set up, so it took me a sec to kind of get it going. But, yeah, it's nice. I have the Apollo Twin now, which is not even mine. It's actually my homie's. He's letting me use it, which is very dope. Yeah. I guess we can just wait like a couple minutes, see who comes in here. Um, yeah, see what's going on. But yeah, as the title says, let me just make sure my stream's working, because sometimes these things are just a little bit goofy, but I think it should be good. From what I can see, it looks like it's all online. So yeah, it's ideal. All right, nice. I see myself. Very dope. Cool. Nice. So here's the thing. Um, I'm going over all of the new Ableton effects, which apparently it seems like I don't have them all, which is interesting. I'm missing loop. I'm missing the loop one, and I'm missing. What am I missing? Inspired by Nature. I'm not missing that actually. I don't know where. I don't know if I want to mess with those because they're kind of goofy. They're just like really weird resonators that are really, they're kind of scary actually. I don't know how to explain it, but they're definitely hard to use. So we'll see. We'll see if I get into that. But I think we can like spend a lot of time just on these three. These three are pretty nuts. Um, yeah, I think we'll just kind of like mess around on them, see what kind of sounds we can get out of it. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of the plan. Books. Hello. Happy Friday. How are you? Hope everything's good. Um, yeah, how have you been? Sorry I missed last week. It was just a crazy week. Wasn't able to make it. I had just gone on a little tour and I was exhausted. So, yeah, I'm glad I had a nice little week off. But yeah, time to get back to it and see everybody. Hello, Epsilon Bow. How are you doing? Happy Friday. Yes, of course. Thank you for being here. Yeah, sorry I wasn't here. But yeah, let's get into it. How's everyone doing though? Everyone's good. Anything I should know? Any updates? Any new stories you've written or soundtracks you've made? Books? Maybe we can hear them today at the end of stream. Um, yeah. So yeah, today obviously the title says we're looking at Ableton 11's new effects. I have a new mic. My mic setup's finally working, so it doesn't sound bad. Show please your VST plugins. All right. Don't really have many. So today's video we're going over the new Ableton effects, and I don't know where they all are because I have three here, which I think we're gonna spend most of our time on these three, to be honest with you. The other ones, like the resonators, I don't really know how those work because they just generate sound. The inspired by nature, a lot of them just generate sound. There's some cool instruments, but taking a break, books. I got you. Yep, always good to take a creative break, y'all. Don't forget. Here's all my VSTs or my audio units. I have Autotune. I have I have Sketch Cassette, Tape Emulator. I have Audio Movers. I have Apple Default. I have Melodyne. The Prince by what's his name? I always forget. It's a synth. Don't know what that is, low key. Never use these, but probably should. I think I got them with the Slate Digital bundle. Eventide, H9 series. All these are very, very dope plugins. FabFilter Pro Q3. Good Hertz. All I have is Wolf Compressor. I don't have any of the other ones. Image line. I have FL. Or a demo of FL. I put in Ableton once. I don't know why I do that. Isotope. I have all of these. All the RX7 things. I have Ozone, Neutron. Actually, I don't know if I have Neoverb. Yeah. I have all these kilohertz plugins. Pretty dope. Don't use a lot of them. Just use some of them. Kush Audio. Don't have those. You know how there's like ones you have that you don't actually have. Soothe 2. Oak Sound. Slate Digital. I got all these. These are dope. Digital Synth. Another digital synth, but I only have Sign-Plant, not these other ones. Spitfire Labs. I just use the free one. The free sounds they have. Tokyo Dawn. I have a TDR. It's a... I don't know what that is. I haven't used that for a while. I think it's some kind of compressor. Valhalla Supermassive. I only have the free ones again. I don't have Vintage Verb or whatever. I have everything I pretty much have is free aside from like maybe 4 or 5 plugins and then like the subscription. That's it. Epsilon. That's it. So now you know. Anyway, back to it. Okay. That took a second. I don't know why I took so slow with it. I probably could have just showed you and you would have been able to maybe see. But I don't actually use a lot of external stuff. I mostly use Ableton is stock stuff, so you'll see. But yeah, anyway, I threw them all on one track here. Let's kind of like divvy them up. So let's go ahead and make a new audio track. We'll throw on this Spectral Resonator. Nice. And I think you just throw a sample in here. What does this sound like? No? Can you not do that? Interesting. So you can do MIDI input. Okay. So I can MIDI input, which I don't really have any MIDI. So I'll just do an internal. I think what we need to do is maybe why can't I hear that? Oh, can y'all hear that? I forgot that I need to I need to get my sound working. Very dope. Okay, here we go. There we go. You can hear that? Everybody can hear the sound. Let's double check actually. Yeah. Nice. Alright. Let's try the Spectral Resonator on that. Sounds kind of cool because it's like actually holding those. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's holding those notes. It's a little crunchy though. Let's see if we can get it to follow the harmony. So it's unison. Okay, so it's still unison, but now it's just adding more bands in it, I think. Like more frequency bands with this unison here. Pitch mod. Harmonics. What is harmonics? Weird. Very interesting. Can you turn the mic up a bit? Yep. One sec. Okay, how's that? Is that better? I don't want to crank it too loud because then you're going to hear like it's going to be like ASMR for you, which I don't know if you like ASMR. I actually like ASMR, but anyway. All right. I hope that's better. Okay, so I haven't really messed with these very much. So this is a good learning experience for both of us. But as I go through these, I can kind of tell you what I think is going on here. So I really like this kind of visual meter of the frequency ranges that I think it's showing and adding. But let's try to figure out. I think it's just because since it's a resonator, it's just going to add the one note, right? And then we can add more kind of color with these like with how many bands we want to add. But the problem is it doesn't follow the audio signal. So if we want it to be chords, we might have to put in some chords and get it to follow some MIDI notes. So let's try that. Okay, so sorry. As I change the frequency, it's actually changing the note that is underneath that it's resonating, right? So that's interesting. So decay, pretty simple. I guess we can change the hertz. Yeah, here we go. So the note. Cool, and it kind of acts like a vocoder. If you think about it, the vocoder is cool because the vocoder has a lot of different settings where you can, instead of getting it to kind of add notes to or resonate frequencies, you can actually get it to just make noise. So I use that for like percussion and stuff. I'm sure some of y'all have remember seeing me do that. But yeah, this obviously is just resonating the harmonics. But yeah, let's try playing some MIDI and adding this resonator to it. See what happens. Just open up a little piano here. Just plug in my MIDI real quick. Alright. Let's get the sample rate up a little bit. It's one thing is these effects take up a lot of CPU for me for some reason. They're very hefty, so. I'm just gonna play some random things. Not with that though. No. Just gonna loop that last one. I didn't even have a metronome on, so it's gonna be really out. It wasn't that bad actually. Nice. Doesn't like that. I think we're gonna have to bring down the sample rate, or up, anyway. Still doesn't like that. It's because these effects, man, they're hefty. Let's try to throw this on the track, see what it does. Nice. So that has a lot of nice color. It's following the MIDI notes, so that's cool. I think let's try to figure out a way to isolate this sound that's coming out of this. Maybe we can send it somewhere. I wonder. I think we can put it on a bus, maybe. Turn this off. Send it to B. Yeah, you're still gonna get some of the piano in there, but it's a little stronger now. It's cool. So I'm surprised I can't. Let's try to get this in the right key. It's not quite right, but what it's doing is, I don't know if you can tell, but it is. Oh, I just heard a noise. What was that from? Did someone subscribe or follow me? Well, if you did, I don't know why I didn't see it, but I appreciate it. I don't know who it was, so I can't shout it out. It's just kind of stupid. It's my bad. Yeah, sorry, y'all. If you want to shout yourself out in the chat so I know who you are, that'd be fire, because then I could be like, hey, thank you. But thank you anyway. Isotonic Studios, what's good? Welcome to the stream. We are messing around with some Ableton 11 effects, so pretty dope. Pretty dope. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for the shout out, or the shout out. Thanks for the follow or the sub. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, it's a good time streaming every Friday. I usually stream every Friday at 11 a.m. PST, and we just do random stuff. Like today, we're just going over Ableton effects. So, yeah, that's kind of the situation today. And some days we do track breakdowns. Some days I just make songs. So, yeah. But, yeah, I appreciate everyone coming through. Anyway. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell, but when I play, when this is being triggered, when I play this audio track right now, since it's set on, this is actually set on MIDI. Oh, Word, Isotonic, you followed. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Heck yeah. Let's go. Well, yeah, no, I don't know what happened. I just heard the noise, like the doo. I think it was like the Twitch noise, but I obviously, since I'm using, I'm streaming on Restream, so I'm streaming to multiple places, and it doesn't like pop up like it would if it was just on Twitch. But anyway, didn't need to explain that. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So glad you're here. Anyway, back to it. So what's happening is when I'm playing this audio track, when I play this audio track, what it's doing, since I have it selected to MIDI and it's MIDI routed to this Labs, when I play it, it's playing the MIDI of this through this, like from triggering this audio sample. So you can hear the dun dun dun, right? So that's pretty cool. I want to see if we can find a better sound though. So let's look. I'm thinking something more droney. This could be cool. I love this drone so much. I use it all the time. It's weird. It's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if you can hear that, but those are the whole chords. Since I switched to polyphonic, it's playing all the chords now, all the notes in the chord, instead of just the dun, dun, like the bass notes. So get this back up. Wife is calling. We'll be back next time. Have a great stream. Isotonic, thank you so much for being here. It's always great to see a new face. So, yes, thanks for being here, and I hope to see you next Friday. Yeah, see you next Friday. Other than that, have a great day. See you soon. That sounds sick, though. Granular is pretty cool. It sounds really granular. Dang. makes noise. It makes a lot of noise when you move it around. Nice. That's pretty sick. Cool. So, Spectral Resonator, to sum it up, it kind of just, well, it just resonates frequency over what the sample is already creating frequency-wise. And then you can have it, you can decide to have it be polyphonic, monophonic in what it's resonating. And if it follows MIDI or just follows that's the thing though. It's if you wanted to change notes, I think let's actually try let's try throwing one of these on this audio track here and pulling this over. Okay. Cool. Let's see if when I switch this to internal. See, yeah, so it's not going to let me use the polyphonic function when it's on internal. It's only going to be a mono one note thing resonating off of the sample. So if you want it to follow chords, you kind of have to use this MIDI mode. Have it routed to the MIDI you want to choose, and then change it to polyphonic and go over 2. 4, 8, 16 will all work great for multiple notes. And then, yeah, you can kind of mess with how it sounds here, just with filter. You know, you have your transpose knob, which once it's on 0, it's kind of fixed in a good point, unless you want to do like an octave up or down. Otherwise, it's not going to be the right key. I don't know if you noticed, but it was changing the key of the resonation of the sample. So the MIDI might be right, but you know, if I go up a half step from right here, it's going to go out just because half step is not in the key. Decay. So just kind of like essential stuff. It seems to me shift is kind of like a filter, what it seems to be. Stretches, I think how much you're pulling the sample out or pushing it together, almost kind of like a transient shaper of sorts. Don't really know what this one is yet. And then this is just how many you know, different frequencies are resonating at once. I'm pretty sure how many frequency bands are going on. And then input send, you just kind of choose how much of the sample how much of the resonator to the sample you want, or the MIDI you want. And then harmonics, I think, is a similar thing to this. It's just a little bit more based on the harmonics, obviously, versus like how many notes are being played. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Can definitely make some cool sounds. So we have this. Let's keep this for sure. This ambient drone one. But I like that it's kind of hard to say if it's really just adding more frequencies that aren't in the sample already, like that drone sound. If it's adding like frequencies this is generating, which I think it is, or is it taking from the sample? I'm not sure, but what I think it is it's just adding frequency to this. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. What other ones we got here? Spectral Time. Okay, so this one's going to be, I think, very similar to what we just did, except even harder to control. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, let's go ahead and open up a new thing here. Let's delete this. And take this Spectral Time and put it here. Nice. Cool. So we got input send. Let's put the drone on here this time. interesting. So it's just freezing. It's freezing whatever is going through it at that second with this freeze button. It kind of so it's on manual right now. Okay, so this is like, I'm guessing how many intervals it freezes. Right now it's really kind of hard to hear the difference. Here, let me actually, when I play it and stop it, you can hear it kind of running over, like what it's doing. It's almost like repeating the sample again with the retrigger function on and the sync set to, you know, seconds in time. That sounds great. That it's very similar to a reverb actually. The way this sounds. What it's doing is it's just resonating frequency under the sample, and then yeah, it's almost like adding another pad to a, you know, if you're gonna like make a pad synth or something and then you want to like build it up, layer it up, this is a way you can do that with just a plugin, which is pretty crazy. Let's see if we can hear what this is doing better if I put it on Ascend. Does that not work? Oh, it doesn't work. Sends only? No. That's not it. Nice. Well, kind of hard to hear it on its own, but it's all good. Nice. So, wow. So what this is just basically how high quality it sounds. You can have different settings for how high quality, but obviously the higher quality you go, the higher CPU it uses. So we got just one little bar going on here, which isn't bad. Sounds a little bit more grainy. I don't know if you can hear the difference. It's not too insane. So I'm guessing let me pull this apart real quick, what I think is happening here. So this is basically re-triggering the sample again with the frequency it's adding. So it's adding frequency and triggering it like randomly kind of at 1.73 seconds, right? And then I have it X faded pretty high, so that means when it's re-triggering, it's not going to sound like it's skipping. If I turn this down, I mean, we could also, let's try another sound just for the heck of it. Let's just see what we can find. Let's just do something choppy, see what it sounds like. There we go. So now you can really hear what it's doing. Let's just It sounds really bit like, you know? So maybe if we turn up the thing, let's see what it does. Oh yeah, it sounds a lot cleaner. That's pretty cool though. I like that a lot. Let's loop it. We need a little bit more time in there though. So let's add it. See how far we can stretch this out. If you just do like double time. Double time that again. No. Well, that's fine. Pretty interesting. Ah, so that's how like long it is, the delay. So it's delaying like 2.5 seconds almost after the sound is triggered. So the faster we do it, it's just gonna happen right off the sound. It's pretty cool. So this is great for percussion. Let's find a percussion sample. Let's try that. What I'm gonna do is I'll throw the. Can I not do? Oh, because it's a. Never mind. That's cool. I'm gonna shorten the transients on this so it sounds a little choppier. Wow. That's sick. So it's like it's delaying, like, you know, off of what's playing. It's just gonna keep triggering over and over, huh? It's just interesting because one thing Ableton likes to do is they like to name things like, aside from like obvious stuff like fade in, fade out, like feedback, input send, dry wet, the shift, tilt, spray, mask, they all kind of do like, they're almost made up words for the plugin. Like it's like this shift is like shifting, like it could be shifting the delay, right? It's shifting this delay, which it is shifting this delay over, right? But this might be called like something else in a different delay, just so it's more fitting for it, which I think is like confusing but also cool, like, which makes sense, you know, like they, you know, it's just interesting. I think unless it's like a standard, like, you know, ADSR type thing where it kind of needs to be the same on all the plugins so people actually know what you're talking about. A lot of them kind of have their own like words for certain knobs that kind of do certain things. It's yeah, interesting. Never really thought about it like that, but just like interesting to think about. Nice. I like that. Let's throw that on the other side here, and let's get some. Let's record some stuff in, shall we? Let's automate this frequency. Every couple 4 bars, couple bars. Let's do it. So it's like, get that down there. Not all the way up. Maybe like every other. How about that? Automate this down like a whole, shift it down because I like the way it changes kind of tone. So let's do that too. Nice. Cool, I like that. Let's freeze and flatten that. And now we have a spectral time effect we made with some percussion. Super dope. Was not expecting to use that. Well, actually, you know what? I think it serves better for percussion. I do. I mean, these are like, it's interesting because it has a very robotic sound to it. So unless you're like really trying to go for something like that, I don't know if I'd recommend it too much. But I think it's fun to play around with for sure. Yeah, Bartos. Yeah, dude. It's weird for sure. It sounds like alien-esque, you know, but that's what it's doing is it's like resonating the percussion sound itself, adding some more stuff to it. So let's see what it sounds like with our little drone chords. Some perks. It sounds cool, like for sure. That's a weird kick. Dun, dun. That's fine. That'll work. Do a little like little. Nice little accent kind of vibe going on there. What else? It's a pretty nice snare, not gonna lie. I think I actually made this one. Okay. I think it needs to be double that. I think is what it's saying. Am I wrong though? No. I think it's a little harsh, not gonna lie. I like this one. Alchemist, can't go wrong, right? I have a question just starting out making music. Why aren't you using drum rack? Good question. That's actually a great question. The short answer is it's not how I do my drums. The long answer is there's some kind of weird thing with Ableton, which I figured out how to fix it. But when you use a drum rack, well, okay, there's two things with this. First of all, the drum rack's great if you like to play your drums, which I do. Like, I'm a drummer. I like to play my drums. But I only have my keyboard here, and it's not as fun unless you have pads, in my opinion. Plus, I'm so used to seeing it on the grid like this that it doesn't bother me, right? So that's one thing. Second thing is, when you put stuff in drum rack, I notice it's a lot quieter from when I drag in the sample itself. And what it's doing is it's actually -6ing all of the samples you put in. So you have to remember to make sure you zero out all of, because what's happening is this is zeroed out, right? When I drag these in, it's at 0. So yeah, that's basically like, you know, why. But yeah, that's just my explanation. Hey, Lucas, what is good? Long time no see. Facts. How are you? What is good? Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I hope that helps, Bartos. I don't know if that does or not. Let me know if that made sense. But yeah, like, I do use it sometimes. You know, I've used it in some streams here and there, just kind of testing out the waters. But yeah, it's not really my thing. Yeah, when I get some pads, I actually have made some kits. You know, I can show you, like, I've made some drum rack. But yeah, like the drum rack, since you're just starting out, that might have gone like straight through you. So the drum rack is like, yeah, you put the sounds on it and you play it, right? But I just like the way, I like that it's zeroed out. I hear the sound. The sample is not manipulated at all. It's just what it is when I drag it in. When I hear it, when I preview it here, right now, this is, if you don't know, this second volume here, or right here, your headphone volume, is how loud the stuff is you're listening in your library. And other things, but you don't need to know that for now. But when I hear a sound here that I like, you know, if I'm looking at snares, I want it to sound like that, but when I put it in a drum rack, it's way quieter, and it's really annoying. Which before I didn't know why, and it was because it was adding -6. But good, really like how my beats are coming along. How about you? You get a job after graduation. Oh man, that's great, dude. I'm so happy to hear your beats are coming along. I would love to hear it. If anyone's here and hasn't joined the Garnish Music Discord, please join. Lucas, you haven't been here since I was streaming before, but essentially, I am now streaming for Garnish Music School. They're a fantastic music production school. Have locations all over the world. They also do online classes, stuff like that. But we have a Discord. If you hit that Discord, or you can set it in mind, whatever works best for you, Lucas. I would love to hear your stuff. But yeah, we've been doing like 10-minute kind of track reviews every day. So yeah, if you throw that in, yeah, we usually get to tracks in the last 10 minutes. I don't know if we're going to get to it today just because we're already at that point now. I was going to end it in about 10 minutes. But yeah, I stream for an hour every Friday. I would love to see y'all back here. Yeah, but I really appreciate you coming back, Lucas. It's so good to hear you're liking how your beats are coming along. I'm really hyped to hear it, for sure. But yeah, I'm good. I guess working for Garnish is one of my jobs, you know. It's been really great. But yeah, I moved to LA, and I am trying to do the music thing out here. So producing, making music. I've been doing live sound for some artists. I was on a tour recently. So yeah, I mean, you know, just trying to make it work, trying to pay the bills. Doing music, it's tough, not easy. But anyway, thanks so much everyone for being here. We got 10 more minutes. I'm gonna kind of try to wrap this up. I knew we were only gonna get through 2 of the effects. I literally knew it. I called it. So, yeah, you'll hit it up. Sick, Lucas. Dope. Yeah. Classic. But anyway, it was still fun to mess with those effects. See, that's the thing is like, you know, I'm kind of here learning a lot of this stuff with you all, and it's really great for me and for you because I can also kind of dissect what I think is going on just based off what I already know about Ableton and effects. Yeah, feel ya. Heck yeah. Classic. Spectral Resonator? No, let's use the last effect I haven't used yet, which is the Convolution Reverb. Convolution Reverb is dope. Or it's called Hybrid Reverb, sorry. But let me explain how hybrid reverb works. Hybrid reverb is a mixture of convolution reverb. Here, I'll put that on there too, if it loads up. This is all going to kill my computer, by the way. All of these are so hard on the CPU, except the regular reverb. And then we have our regular Ableton reverb. So let's look at it. All right, nice. So we have hybrid reverb, convolution reverb, and reverb. Hybrid reverb is these two reverbs together. And the difference between them is that convolution reverb is a reverb based on, it's modeled after real places in the world. So these are all real spaces they've modeled and put into this device, right? And then the stock reverb is an algorithmic reverb. So it's basically just algorithms inputted to make it sound a certain way. So this is like kind of the natural reverb and then the robot reverb. And then here we have a reverb that combines the two, right? So I like, and it's cool how they split it up, right? Because this orange is this think what it is so we have our convolution options here, like we do here. Type and IR. We can choose where it is. And then we have our other half of it, which is the regular reverb here as well. So I just put those in just to kind of show you all what that means. But let's see if we can find any small room reverbs. And let's throw it on this. Let's actually throw it on here instead of on the track as a bus. Because maybe we can route some other stuff to it. Could be cool. So what I'm doing is the blend is how much of one reverb you want over the other. So I have going left is, I'm assuming, convolution, and going right is regular reverb or algorithmic reverb. So yeah, and you can pick here. A lot of noise. Just gonna have a little bit. That snare to the hybrid verb here. Sounds cool. Okay, we have time to add in a little bass, so let's do it. Let's try real bass, or let's do my little bass down here. See what we got. Vintage bass. I hope it's not too screwed up and delayed. We'll see. Okay. It's pretty delayed. All good. that sounds cool. I don't like any of that. Turn you down a lot. Just trying to add some more sub in there. Yeah, it does sound good, Barsos. Yeah, I'm just trying to tame it. You know what I mean? It's distorting in a bad way right now. You can see it's redlining. I don't know why I pointed on the screen. It's redlining over here, so it's redlining, but not too bad. Now I can just like throw my little chain on the master and beef it up for the ending, the finale, because I'm about to log off here in a sec. So those are all the new Ableton 11 effects I used for all those things. I think I'm the most impressed with the reverb, and that was the quickest to do. Yeah, I really like how it sounds on that snare and how it adds to the hats and the percussion. But yeah, very subtly add those in. Yeah, super cool. I should use a hybrid reverb more. Part of it is the samples are good. They sound great, just the drum samples alone. But, yeah, I mean... Nice. Sounds great. Okay, cool. Well, anybody have any last questions before I log off? I'm just going to save this real quick so we have it. 3/18/22 stream. Nice. Save it under my folder. Yeah, any last questions before I log off or anything anyone wants to share? Yeah. Thanks again to everyone being here. Saw a lot of new faces, saw some old faces. Really cool stuff. Always cool to see people again. Yeah, really cool. When you went to Ableton 11, because you still opened 10 projects. No. Actually, yes. Sorry. You can, how it works, I don't, at least, I had this situation kind of happen to me a long time ago. So it might have changed since. But from what I understand, you can open older project files on newer versions of Ableton. You just can't do it the other way around. So I can't open a version of an 11 project on 10, which is understandable. But yeah, that answers the question. You can do that. You can open 11 projects. You can open 10 projects on 11. Because what it'll do is it has all of the effects that 10 does and more. So it's not like if you tried to open it like a 10 project on 11, it wouldn't even understand how to start because there's all these things that 10 doesn't have. You know what I mean? That 11 does. What else are you thinking about in new Ableton? What is worth using? I mean, I think everything's worth using. I think it's a fantastic upgrade. I think it's 100% worth it. I mean, for me personally, it worked so much wonders in so many ways for my creative process. Because first of all, I was having to go back and forth between Logic and Ableton to do vocals because Ableton now didn't have take folders, but now it does. So that's an amazing thing. Take folders are sweet, by the way. If you're not familiar with how those work, I can maybe demonstrate it real quick. Actually, let's see. Show take lanes. Here we go. There are no take lanes, so I think there's a way you can add take lanes. I don't even know the shortcut for that. But anyway, take lanes are fantastic. That's one thing. All of these new effects that I showed you are sick, but also like they've reinvented some old effects too. They've redone like even just the regular delay. They've changed the formatting of the compression, and then there's like really sick, like chorus ensemble is new. That's not something you have in 10. That's sick in 11. I can show it to you. Phaser flanger's new and chorus ensemble's new. Yeah, you just have more options. You even have this sick warmth option that like adds natural sounding distortion, like kind of warms it up a little bit. These are all things you have in 10, but there's some cooler stuff added to these to make them even more exciting. And these are just like, I'm just going over the effects alone. Like functionality, you can zoom in and out like this now with your trackpad, which is super dope. I don't know. I'm the only one that uses trackpad though. Everyone looks at me crazy when I say I use trackpad and not a mouse. Yeah, there's just like, honestly, there's too many things. Like I can't even think of all the things they've changed, but it's 100% worth the upgrade. Like 100%. I'm telling you right now, because it's just going to keep getting better and better. They keep adding more and more over time, and that's why it's good. It's always worth the investment. Obviously, if you want to wait for them to add stuff over time before you are considering it, that makes sense for sure. But it's been out for a good minute now, and I think by now they've kind of solidified everything good enough where it's worked. But I was like beta testing 11 way before, and it's so dope. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. There's literally a list I can link you all that kind of shows what is new on Ableton 11. If you go there, even if you just search new Ableton 11 features on their website, it'll tell you all the things they've added over. They've added over 10. So yeah, sick. Well, thanks again, everybody. Lucas, shout out. Bartosz, shout out. Shout out to Books. I don't know if you're still here, but shout out Books for being the most loyal viewer. Appreciate you so much. I'm so glad you enjoy these streams. Shout out to Isotonic. New face pulling up. But yeah, if y'all haven't joined the Discord, go hit the Garnish website if anyone's interested in lessons. They are a great provider of lessons, DJ lessons, production lessons, Logic, Ableton, Pro Tools. Yeah, they teach it all. So definitely go check them out. But anyway, this is me signing off. I will see you all next Friday at 11 a.m. PST. And yeah, thanks again. Peace out, y'all.